Let's go to our basket view controller, and under our variables, we are going to set up two variables for our PayPal. So we say var environment, which is a type of string, and this is going to be equals, and we say PayPal environment network, and we're going to say will set, and we say new environment, and then we check if new environment is not equals to environment, then we are going to initialize our PayPal mobile. So we say PayPal mobile dot pre-connect with new environment, and that's it. So basically we're checking for environment, and this is type of PayPal environment network, and we check if new environment is set. We are checking if let me see, this should be environment. So we check if new environment is not equals to our current environment, so the environment has changed. We are going to create connect with a new environment, so that if our user logs out or logs in, we want to make have the current environment of PayPal, so it's linked to our PayPal account. Then we say var PayPal config is equals to PayPal configuration. So these are the two new variables we are going to use in order to gain access to our PayPal account that we have set up. The next thing we are going to do is in our view did load, we are going to set up our PayPal for our payment. So I'm going to call a function setup PayPal, and this function doesn't exist yet, so we are going to create it right away. And let me go all the way down before our extensions. So we are here, and underneath I'm going to put a mark, call this PayPal, and let's create this private func setup PayPal, and after we do this, the error should go away. Let's put this capital, and I can jump to the definition here. So for this function, we are going to configure our PayPal. So let's say PayPal config is the variable we create, dot accept credit cards is equals to false. If you are going to accept credit cards, you can put this true, but in for sake of our application, we are going to accept only the PayPal accounts. Then we say PayPal config dot merchant name, and this is basically your shop identifier. So whatever your shop name is or your company name is, put it here. So this will appear on the PayPal statement of the client. I'm going to call this iOS Dev School Market. Then we are going to say again PayPal dot merchant privacy policy URL and PayPal config dot merchant user agent URL. So these two, we are going to just set the default of our PayPal URLs, which is taking the user to PayPal user policies. So basically, if the user agrees to this, they are going to use the PayPal. So this URL you just can copy and paste, and there is nothing from you to add here because this is from PayPal side. Then we want to set the language in which PayPal SDK will show the user the information. So I'm going to say PayPal config dot language or local is equals, and we are going to get the local language of the phone. So we say local dot preferred languages, and this is an array. We are going to get the first one, which is the current language of the user device. And then what we are going to do is to set the shipping address. So PayPal has options that you can choose either the address of associated with PayPal account or a different address. So if you want to support only one address, like your product will be shipped only to the address that is associated with the PayPal account, you are going to set it differently. But for the sake of our application, we are going to have both options. So we say PayPal shipping address options equals, and if you put a dot, you will see the options. So it's either the PayPal, it's both, or it's provided. So user has to input the address. This is for the address that is associated with PayPal, or both. You can have either one. So user chooses to associated address or to input a different address for his delivery address. So this function will set up our PayPal with all the credentials and your application name, your merchant name. And in next lecture, we are going to integrate the payment method itself.